What's up, you guys? It's your boy Ben Mohari here, represent Mohari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC and the entire basketball community. Before I begin this video, I wanted to give a personal shout out to Two Raw for TV as he announced that he's dealing with some, COVID related symptoms. I just hope that you get better. I know what it feels like to go through COVID in my household too. I went through it. My sisters went through it, and it's not really a pleasant experience. So I wish you, a speedy recovery and nothing but the best for you, man. And so, I want to make sure to give my salute to Two Raw for TV as he's going through, the process right now of the virus. I hope you, be able to beat it and kick its butt on the front door. So, with that out the way, I wanted to talk about, last night's, impressive debut of James Harden and Kevin Durant, for the first time playing together since their days in Oklahoma City. And the way that I saw the game and some of the highlights from that last time against the Orlando Magic, they just didn't miss a beat. They were pretty much on point, and they pretty much knew what they were going to be on the floor, and it was nice to see. James Harden, provided an excellent debut on his first game with the Nets. He played 40 minutes, scored 32 points, grabbed 12 rebounds, and also dished out 14 assists. Kevin Durant, who just returned from his COVID-19 protocol, played also the full 40 minutes and scored 42 points, grabbed 4 rebounds, and also 5 assists. You know what I'm saying? And overall, when you look at the stat line of the game, the Nets shot 53% from the field. They shot 16 to 35 from 3, 45%, and they shot 88% from the foul line, 22 or 25. So really, they showed that they are really an potent offensive, juggernaut to deal with here. Now, when Kyrie Irving comes back into the lineup, that's really going to add a different dimension to there. But like I said about my show last night, one of the things that I'm going to be looking for particularly is how all three of them played together on the team. Now, I wasn't concerned about how James Harden and Kevin Durant were going to play together because they played with each other before. So they pretty much understand their spots on the floor. They knew how to read each other, and it was pretty much a natural fit. I was not surprised of how they were able to perform and how they were able to see each other. But I think that one of the big things that we're going to see is how all three of those guys are going to try to intersync together. Because you know that Kyrie and James Harden prefer to having the ball in their hands a lot. And if they can play together, learning to move without the basketball somewhat and learn to sacrifice a little bit on the offensive side, I'm telling you, the Nets are going to be a team that's going to be reckoned with. Now, sure, their record is not reflective right now because they are 8-6 right now. But as I said many times, don't worry about early on records and stuff like that because a lot of the good teams are trying to adjust to the new people and they're trying to get their legs together after basically missing a lot of basketball because of the COVID pandemic that basically forced the season to shut down last year. So I was really impressive how, both James Harden and Kevin Durant were able to be efficient offensively, and the way they moved the ball, the way they got their teammates involved, it was really excellent to see. It was actually a nice game to watch for the first time in a while. So I was very, very impressed of how they were able to play together. Now we're going to see how they'll continue on this as the season progresses. Now, one of the big things that I'm going to be looking for particularly is when they go against the elite teams like the Lakers, the Mavericks, the Clippers, the other teams in the East, teams like, the Bucks, the Sixers, the Heat, those teams, and the Celtics as well. We cannot dismiss that. So I'm going to be particularly interested to see how, all them teams are going to, look against the Nets as well, and also vice versa. But very impressive performance by Kevin Durant and, James Harden. They really worked. They really looked well together, and they didn't miss a beat, like I said. But I'm going to be particularly looking closely at how the season goes on. What are the areas of concern to be looking for? I'll be looking particularly more on the defensive side of the ball, but also in terms of their interior defense. Because remember, they gave up a lot of young size on that front line. When you gave up Taurean Prince, Jared Allen, and Karis LeVert too, you know what I'm saying? You gave up a lot of size on that front line off your bench. And I know DeAndre Jordan is still a decent player at this stage, but can you trust him to play, heavy minutes and stay out of foul trouble? Because the way I've seen DeAndre Jordan in most games, he gets into foul trouble, a lot in his career. So we're gonna see how this will turn out. But I was very impressed of how they performed. You know what I'm saying? And they did it well against a decently good Orlando Magic team that's slowly starting to get better a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I think the Eastern Conference right now is slowly, making shape. I think you've seen a lot of good teams coming out of the East right now. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're gonna see who can step out of the pack because right now it's going to be a tight race between the Bucks and the Nets, for the top seed in the Eastern Conference. Now I know that the Bucks are 9-4 right now; they're on pace of what they were a year ago. But we're going to see how those two teams perform with one another when they do meet, and I will be watching that game exclusively when it drops. So, but impressive performance by both of them, two superstars, and when Kyrie Irving comes back, we'll really see how they will perform well. But that's just my 2 cents of how they perform. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And with that, I'm out. Peace.